For 68 years, the universe spoke to me. But I was afraid. Everybody knew me as Jim. My parents, my family, my teachers, employers, society. And they all had expectations of what I was supposed to be. But it never felt right. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say the universe spoke to me, do you have an idea of what I'm talking about? Let me give you my perspective. We're all interconnected. There's a school of thought that says that even before the moment of conception, all of our skills, our talents, our deepest desires, our challenges, our opportunities are mapped out in advance, along with every single person that we will meet in our lives. However, we have complete free will on how we handle those interactions, on how we develop our talents, on how we treat people we meet. When we're truly in touch with the universe and our path, life is like a beautifully choreographed ballet. But when we're not, it's more like Black Friday at name whatever store you want. But back to my story. Why was I afraid? Well, it meant that I would have to go against everything that I was taught, everything I was told, all the expectations that other people had for me. And that's kind of scary. As a result, I didn't follow the message I was receiving. Eventually, the universe said, he's not listening. She's not listening. Whatever you want to call yourself, Jim, Jennifer, it's time to wake up. I got my wake-up call. First in the form of Caitlyn Jenner telling her story to Diane Sawyer. I literally cried my eyes out. Because except for the names and a few other changes, if you talked about me, the story was the same one. But now I was even more scared because I understood my condition, who I was, but I couldn't move forward. Then a member of this Toastmasters district, District 57, Mr. James Jeffley, did a speech called The Line. James talked about an invisible line. On one side of that line, where he had lived his entire life, it was safe and it was secure, but he wasn't himself. On the other side of that line, there were risks, there was danger, but he would be true to himself. And that's when I knew. The pain of not being true to myself, of being the real me, of being authentic, was now more than I could bear. 17 days later, after hearing his speech, I stepped out into the sunlight as Jennifer for the first time. I closed the door behind me on my life as Jim, and I've never looked back. Ladies and gentlemen, my message to you is very clear, very simple. When the universe speaks to you, listen. Don't do like I did. Grab that message with your heart, with your soul. Do whatever it takes to follow your intended path. Just listen.